Didier Mortgage. I want to talk about the time frames for a purchase and refis. On a purchases, you must know that they take precedence over anything because purchases deal with the buyers, the sellers, moving, time frames, everything. Those are taking approximately 35 days to close from beginning to end. So that's going to be the first one the underwriter looks at. It gets prioritized. That's most important. Let's talk about refinances. You have a rate term refi and then you have a cash out refi. On your rate term refis, you really had a solid 45 days. 45 days from beginning to end to close. On a refi cash out, as we've talked about before, if you're doing that, there's more legwork on that one. If you're self-employed, more legwork on that one because it involves more documentation. And on those refi cashes out, if you remember from prior videos, that if you don't make the first mortgage payment, that lender eats the loan, and they can only do so many of those. So there's really a lot of things going on. We're finding out that the time frames are situated before we could close loans in 12 days, but those days are gone with all the overlays. The poor processors and underwriters are always getting changes given to them by the lenders on a daily basis. So just to keep up with the changes and the more documentation that they need is something. So just remember time frames, about 35 days on a purchase, refi 45 days on a rate term. If you do a cash out refi and you're self-employed, you can go to 60. I mean, it's crazy, but those are really the deal. And whatever is asked for, please provide the information. Couple things. I found one girl that I wouldn't do a refi because it didn't make sense to me, but she went to another place and they held onto her file for 6 weeks before the processor even touched it. And they said it would be another 2 months. So you don't have to worry about that with us. We're on the time frames we talked about, but just know maybe the bigger institutions will have a longer delay than what I'm even talking about. And the other thing I just want to mention is we're finding that people are losing their jobs during the process of the loan. Had one happen last week and the week before. So there's a lot of crazy times going on right now, and the lenders being very cautious. They're documenting. They want to make sure that they have a verbal at closing, and they want it in writing from their lender, from their employment, that everything's great. So I'm Didier at Didier Mortgage. Subscribe to my videos. Continue to learn and grow with me, and have a great day.